Being an agrarian state, our situation was most similar here in the Midwest to states such as South Dakota and North Dakota. And nationally, we were very similar to states in the South that were producing cotton at that time. We were underdeveloped, which many of those same states had above average growth rates after World War II. So Minnesota in that sense was very typical to these agrarian states and just having a rapid rate of growth. But what those other states didn't do that Minnesota did is actually rise, not just to converge in income with other states that were more industrialized, but to actually rise up the rankings from 30th in 1945 to in the top 10 by 2001. By the mid-1950s, you had the Business Executives Research Committee, relatively unknown today, working closely with leading scholars at the University of Minnesota to try to understand issues such as the industrial location of them in the Minnesota economy, pairing young executives in companies with leading scholars such as John Borchard in my Department of Geography, and Leo Hurwitz, who was an economist here at the university, relatively young at the time, who was awarded the Nobel Prize in economics lately. And so I think they were tapping into an understanding of the world, I think, that helped guide these companies through turbulent times, that helped build consensus across oftentimes different perspectives, allow business leaders and the institution to function more in harmony than I think they did today. And it also had a very, not just a narrow vision of development, but one that sought to understand Minnesota's position in the world at large. Well, I think the earlier transition I sometimes distill down to a movement from resources to researches. And so with that, it shifted emphasis from power, transportation, cheap labor, the physical geography, to ideas of universities as an economic engine, skilled labor, and a decreased emphasis upon the physical geography of Minnesota. With that transition was able to take place through a tremendous amount of public support, both at the state level and at the federal level. The question is, do we have something beyond research that we can continue to go for, to move towards? Is there another transition in the works?